Welcome back to my channel Kishore Sir Ki Pathshala. We are doing chapter carbon and its compounds 10 Cbse. So last time what we did homologous series, right? So today what we are going to do? Today we are going to do a very important topic, that is the nomenclature of carbon compounds. Now what do you mean by nomenclature? Nomenclature is nothing but the naming a carbon compound. So naming a carbon compound is been done by the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, that is the IUPAC, is an institute. Okay, they give the guideline how to name the carbon compounds, right? Okay, so now let's see it's the step by step how to name a carbon compound. Naming a carbon compound can be done by the following methods. So these are the following methods. Let's see one by one how to do it. Identify the number of carbon atoms in a compound. Now let us see how to identify number of carbon in a, now see here. Three carbons are there, 1, 2, 3 in this case, and 1 and 2 in this case. Okay. Identify the number of carbon atoms in a compound. A compound having a 3 carbon atoms would have name, right? Here you see 1, 2, 3. So this is this is my propane. Okay, propane. This is my propane. And you'll see if there are two carbons, so this is what my ethane. Right. Okay. A compound having a 5 carbon atoms would have the name pentane. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here you see it's a pentane. Likewise, you'll see ethane, propane, then you have this butane, right? Okay, you have a butane here, then you have a pentane. So likewise, what we need to do, we need to identify the number of carbon atoms in a given compound. Now let's see the next step, what we need to do. Now in a case of a functional group is present, now we all know what is a functional group is all about, right? Like your halogens, then your hydroxyl, okay, then your ketone. Okay, we have studied all these things, right? So these are the functional groups. So in case of a functional group is present, it is indicated that in the name of the compound with either prefix or suffix. Now what you mean by a prefix? Prefix means it will come earlier to the parent carbon, right? Okay, and a suffix means it will come afterwards, okay, after the parent carbon. Okay, so that we need to remember. So few of the functional group will come in prefix and few will come in suffix. Let's see, for example, prefix means what? Pre means the first it will come. Here you see chloroethane means what? What is the functional group here? Is chlorine is the functional group. Okay, so ethane is what? Ethane is my parent, right? So ethane, 1 and 2 carbons are there. Okay, so I know the tetravalency of carbon is nothing but like this, right? So hydrogens are everywhere, so we know that, and one hydrogen is replaced by chlorine. So this is nothing but what? My C2H5Cl, and it is named as chloroethane. So halogen is there, okay, which gives me a prefix, right? Okay, so the name is chloroethane, right? Here you see the example of propanol is there, right? Propanol. So this OL is nothing but, we know that this is alcohol. Okay, this is my alcohol. So this is coming in suffix. Again, this acid, oic acid, right? Okay, oic acid, it's also come in suffix. Now let us see which are the functional group which comes in prefix and which comes in suffix. Okay. If the name of the functional group is to be given in suffix, please remember this very important point. And the suffix of the functional group begins with a vowel A, E, I, O, U, right? Then the carbon chain is modified by deleting the final E. Okay, so now for example, my ethane is there, right? Ethane, okay, C2H6. By deleting E, and adding appropriate suffix. Okay, so suffix means afterwards, so that we have seen. Okay, है ना, alcohol, right? So alcohol is all, है ना, functional group is here, what it is, all, ठीक है, OL, right? So alcohol, you see it is OL has to be attached. So what we'll do here in this case, we will replace this E with OL, and this will become what, ethanol. So that is my C2H5OH. So this is my ethanol. Done. So let's see for ketone, है ना. Ketone, we know that ketone, the functional group is like this. Okay, है ना. So what has to be done, both the sides carbon has to be there in case of ketone, right? So one is there, है ना, one is there. So now what we'll do, I will take propane, and propane 1, 2 and 3, right? Okay, so I have taken propane, for example propane. What I need to do, suffix it will come means what, this one will come here and it will replace this. Okay, so this will be what, my propanone. See, one has come here in place of E, right? Okay, so I need to write like this, then CH3, CH3. So this is what this is my propanone, right? Okay, see here, propanol. Propanol, what we'll do in this case, so what I have got, carbon, carbon and carbon, right? Okay, so what I will do here, propanol, so means one OH is attaching here, right? So what I will do here, this E is there, which has been replaced by OL, right? See here, propane is there, and what I am doing here, I am replacing this E by OL, right? So this becomes my propanol. This becomes my propanol. Here you see, okay? So CH3, CH2, CH2. So likewise, right? So this is how the suffix comes. You need to remember this, okay? Let's see. If the carbon chain is unsaturated one, then the final ane in the name of the carbon chain is substituted by ene or ine in the given carbon compound. Right. Now let's see this example. For example, I have got propane. Right. Okay. So this is my propane. Now suppose here there is a double bond in this case. Right. So what I need to do, here will be CH3, here will be CH, and here will be CH2. We need to see the tetravalency here, 3 plus 1, 4 for this carbon. Here you see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so tetravalency is satisfied. So here you see a double bond is there. So what it says, if the carbon is unsaturated, then the final ane, so this is my propane, right, is substituted by ene. Here the double bond is there, so what it will come, ene, ene. Okay, so this ane is replaced by ene, and what you get is my propene. Okay, likewise, suppose there is a triple bond here, so CH3, C, triple bond, CH. See a tetravalency, 3 plus 1, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 for this carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is triple bond. So what will happen here? Here you will see propane was there and it will be replaced by ine. Here you see this replacement will take place, and what we will get is propine. Right. Okay. So for example, 3 carbon chain with a double bond would be called as propene, and if it is a triple bond, it will be called as propyne. Here are the few of the suffix and prefix given here. Halogens, we know that it comes in prefix as we have discussed earlier. Okay, so alcohol, here you see alcohol, OL is there, right? Okay, and we have already seen propanol, so one hydroxyl group is attached. Then we have the aldehyde group. Okay, aldehyde, it comes as Al. Aldehyde, for aldehyde it is Al, right? Let us take one example for aldehyde. Let us take propane. So we have written this 3 carbon. Okay, so this is my propane. Okay, CH3, CH2 and CH3. This is my propane. So what we need to do, we need to write propanol, right? So we know that here in aldehyde, what functional group we have? We have this and yes. Okay, so this dash will be attached. Okay, right, and one hydrogen is present in propanol. So here you see 1, 2 and 3. That's my propane, right? Okay, and we know that aldehydes will always come in terminal, right? So it will come on this carbon or this carbon, any of the carbon you can take, right? And this is my hydrogen here. So tetravalency 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here you see, okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So here you get what? You get propanol, right? So you have a propanol like this, easy enough, right? Then you have ketone. Ketone we have already seen. Okay, ketone, you see the function ONE, right? And you know that it is like this, right? So both the sides carbon will be there. You cannot put a hydrogen. Okay, right? Dash line. So you need to put a carbon there. Then you have carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid is oic acid. Carboxylic acid is oic acid. Here you see there COH is there. So this and this dash is there. So this will also come in terminal, right? Okay, so this will also come in terminal. For example, we will take propionic acid. So this is my propane. So what I need to do here, the acid here on this carbon or this carbon, right? The functional group will be there. So what I need to do, CH3, then you have CH2, then you have C double bond O and OH, right? So here in case of propane, what is happening? Oic acid is there, right? So this E is being replaced by this oic acid, right? So this is my propionic acid as such. Then the double bond what we have seen earlier is my propene and propyne. Okay, so this is how the nomenclature of carbon compounds are there. Let's take few more example. Draw the structure of the following compounds. Let us draw the structure of following compounds. How to draw this? Now they have said this ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid, what we see here, ethane is the parent here, right? So ethane, so we know that ethane is nothing but carbon and carbon. Two carbons are there. Okay, oic acid we have seen, right? Oic acid, the carboxylic acid is there. So the functional group will be like this, OH, like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for this carbon. Then what will come? 1 is there. So how many hydrogen will come? 3 hydrogens will come here for ethanoic acid, right? Now let's see the second example, bromoethane. So ethane is there, 2 carbon, right? So bromo, and now so what we will put? We'll put Br. Okay, you can put on this carbon or this carbon, right? So what we'll do now, 1, 2, then this will be 3, 4, 1, right? C2H5Br. Okay, right? Then you see butanone. So is the parent is butane, right? Butane, how many carbon? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 carbon. ONE, that is my ketone, right? So ketone is there, and ketone, it never comes in terminal. It will come in the middle one, right? It can come on this carbon or this carbon, right? So what I will do, this is my functional group ketone which has come. Now just satisfy the tetravalency of carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. So no hydrogen here. So 1, 2, and this is 3, 4. And here you see, right? So this is butanone. Okay. Then you have hexanal. Al is for my aldehyde, right? So what you will do here? Hexane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 carbon I will put. Aldehyde, we know it comes on terminal. It may come on this carbon or this carbon. Right. So just write down this. Okay. Right. And all the hydrogens you need to put on this to fulfill the tetravalency. Okay. Right. Put all the hydrogens here and you will see that the tetravalency meets. So this is how the hexanal has been written. Right. Now let's see how would you name the following compounds. Let us try to name the following compounds. Yes, very easy. See here, 2 carbon is there. So the parent is what? My ethane, right? And this is my bromo. And you know that halogen comes here, prefix. So this is my bromo ethane, right? So this is my bromo ethane. Okay. Now here you see is what? Here a single carbon is there. Single carbon is my methane, right? Okay. Single carbon is my methane. And what you see here is that the functional group is what? It's aldehyde, right? The functional group is aldehyde. See here, H, right? The functional group is aldehyde. So this is what my aldehyde comes in what suffix. So this is my methanal. Okay, so Al will be there and it will replace this E. So this is my methanal. Okay, now here you see the number of carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons are there means hexane. Now there is a triple bond. So what will be YNE, right? So ANE will be replaced by YNE. So this is my hexane. Okay, so likewise you need to name the carbon compounds accordingly. Students, I'm sure you have understood today's topic of nomenclature of carbon compounds, a very important topic. Kindly like, share and subscribe my channel Kishore Sir Ki Pathshala.